So a couple of days ago during long weekend, I calibrated an LG C1 and an LG C2. Both were located in a darkened room. Both are 55-inch in size and both are being viewed from 8 feet away. And the difference between C1 and C2 is actually much more prominent than what I thought it's going to be. The biggest difference that I can see right away, like instantaneously, when I played this movie called The Cellar. It's an Irish horror movie. The areas that's very close to complete darkness, on the C1 I can see a little bit of macro blocking, but on the C2 I don't see that at all. Secondly, the out-of-the-box color accuracy. It's good. And I really mean good. It's very close to calibrated. Yeah, you still have to calibrate it for the IRE or lower, but if you're gonna watch it in a brightly lit area, maybe you don't even need to calibrate that. This is coming from a calibrator. The WebOS. Oh my God. The WebOS is so much faster than the C1. Perhaps if you actually measure it, it's just a little bit faster. However, that little bit, it makes it from me feeling like, oh, I have to use WebOS, to the point that, hey, this is not bad. Motion interpolation. If you like to add some kind of motion interpolation into your video signal, the motion interpolation is actually pretty accurate. It's not annoying. It's not in your face. Yeah, I still see a little bit of motion interpolation weirdness, so to speak, but it's more than acceptable now. Last year's model, definitely not going to use it. This year, the C2, I may use it perhaps on sports or something like that. The AI upscaling have improved quite dramatically as well. On the C1, there's a little bit of coarseness, a little bit of, I don't know, I just cannot put my finger on it. It just feels not right. Occasionally, not all the time. Very occasional, very seldom cases, but occasionally I can see that. That doesn't happen on the C2. Dynamic tone mapping is also much improved on the C2. You can see a lot more details, a lot more clearly on almost every video signal that I put in. This is really apparent when you see details amongst smoke or details in a cloudy area. You can still see shadow detail on the C2, but not so much on the C1. To minimize judder, sometimes people use black frame insertion. Up until the C1, I really don't like using the BFI because it's flickering like crazy. It's annoying. It does not solve the motion problem, but it introduces a new problem, which is flickering. Don't see that on the C2. So another good thing, you can add BFI without seeing the additional flickering. So after looking at the difference between C1 and C2 in person, I can say that the C2 is a definitely better TV. How much better? Whether it's worth getting a C2 over C1 or just get a C1 over C2 because of the value for the money, I can't say, because that's a personal choice. It's extremely subjective. But the C2 have more than enough improvement that it pales a C1 in comparison. So yeah, if I don't have an OLED at all, I think I would get the C2 over C1. It's a clear difference. Now, I would like to know your stance on C1 versus C2. Put your comments down below, and don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to click the bell notification button so that next time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.